Hello everybody, welcome to my Unholy Death Knight macro guide. In this guide I will be covering up the basic macros you need for Unholy Death Knight PvP ownage. This was a user request and I thought I would show it. So basically I have about 5 macros that I use to own in PvP. The first one to talk about will be the Outbreak and Trinket macro. What it does is basically activates your Trinket, this one, and it also activates Outbreak, which applies to diseases. Your diseases do a lot more damage when your Trinket is active. Let's see how much damage it does. Alright. It just created about 16k. It can crit up to 10k and it does it between about 7k and 10k damage without crits. And yeah, another 16k. It can crit up to 20k as I said, but that is not really seen. Or second macro will be the Lichborne macro. Now I can't show you how this is used, but what it basically does is you auto target yourself and you use Lichborne, and then you can spam death coils on yourself, which means you will be healing yourself for about 30k to 60k depending on your mastery rating. And that is pretty good, and that is an extremely useful macro. You need to have it. Our third macro will be the Gargoyle Macro. What this macro does is basically activates Unholy Frenzy and your Gargoyle. What Unholy Frenzy does is it increases your haste by 20% for 30 seconds. And your Gargoyle is scaled with your strength, your mastery, and your haste. And your Gargoyle is up for 30 seconds, and your Unholy Frenzy is up for 30 seconds too. That means your Gargoyle will have 20% more haste until it goes away. So that is very good for burst damage if you want to burst people out while you're kiting. And yeah, it's basically pretty good. Our fourth macro will be the Desecrated Ground macro. Now this is an optional macro because what this macro does is I have this enchant on my gloves that increases my strength for 2k for 10 seconds. I macroed it to my Desecrated Ground, so whenever I get stunned or CC'd, I get out of it and I can keep bursting and do a lot of damage for 10 more seconds, which is pretty good. And yeah, as I said, it's optional. If you don't have engineering or that enchant, you don't need to have it. And our last macro will be the Gnaw macro for your pet. What it does is basically lets you control your pet stun. As you can see, mine is on auto, but that's not a good idea for arenas because you will want to control your pet stun. So yeah, basically I will show you how it works right now. Just put it here, and yeah, I can control it whenever I want. I can see the cooldown, and yeah, basically I can remove the auto thing from this and I can use it whenever I want. So this is also an important macro for you to have if you want to go for high ratings. So that was it. That was just the beginner macros for the Unholy Death Knight. If you wish for more macro guides or any other gameplay, please send me a message and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.